Solving two variable system equations using substitution method by Will Azar and Daniel Silva. The things you need to know before we start is how to solve a single variable equation, how to isolate variables, and basic algebra knowledge. Now I'm going to show you the steps it takes to solve for this problem. So step 1, isolate the variable you want to solve for in the first equation. So right here, here's our equation. We have x minus y equals 11, and we want to solve for x here. So we're going to isolate x by adding y to the other side. So it'd be x equals to y plus 11. Then step 2, you substitute the variable into the second equation. So in this situation, we will substitute x into the second equation. So right here, 2 multiplied y plus 11, and then plus y equals to 19. So as you can see, we basically took x and plugged it into this equation. And then step 3, solve for y. Pretty simple, basic algebra. All you gotta do is just solve for y. So 3y plus 22 equals 19. We got 3y from 2y, which is 2 times y, and then you add the y here. And then we got 22 from 2 multiplied by 11. So then we solve by subtracting 22 to both sides, and then we divide by 3, and we get y equals negative 1. Step 4, plug y back into any equation and solve for it. So we're going to go ahead and plug y back into equation number 1. So that's x minus, in parentheses, minus 1. Make sure you put the parentheses, equals to 11. So then basic algebra again, x plus 1 equals to 11. Then you're going to basically subtract 1 to both sides, getting x equals to 10. The final step, you have to take both your answers and put it in coordinates. So 10 minus 1. We're going to do our first example problem. So here we have x plus 6y equals negative 4, and negative 2x minus 4y equals 8. So we're going to go ahead and go from the equation 1, and we're going to isolate x. So we'll subtract 6y here. So it'll be x equals to negative 6y minus 4. So then we plug it back into equation number 2, or any equation, but I'll go ahead and choose equation 2. And then we'll write negative 2. Then you basically put the parentheses because you're filling it in. Negative 6y minus 4. Then you fill out the rest of the problem. A lot of times people forget to fill out the rest of the problem. They just write this and just solve that. So go ahead and distribute using distribute property. It'd be positive 12y. Then it'll be plus 8 minus 4y equals to 8. So we see here that 12y minus 4y should be 8y. And then plus 8. So then we equaled 8. Subtract 8 here. Subtract 8 here. It'll be 8y equals to 0. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. Y equals to 0. So then we go ahead and take y, and we're going to plug it back into the first equation. So it'll be x plus 6 times 0 equals to negative 4. So x plus 0 equals negative 4. This would just be negative 4. So we put 0, negative 4. That's your answer. Sample problem. So we're going to solve for x again. So it'd be negative x equals to minus y plus 3. As you see, there's something right next to the x, which is negative. You always gotta leave the x alone, so divided by negative 1. This will be x equals to y minus 3. So now we're going to go ahead and plug it back into the other equation. So it'll be 2 multiplied by y minus 3 plus 3y equals to 4. So it'll be 2y minus 6 plus 3y equals to 4. This will become 5y minus 6, which equals to 4, plus 6, plus 6, 5y equals to 10, divide by 5, divide by 5, y is equal to 2, and then we plug it back into the original equation. So it'll be negative x minus parentheses, make sure you put the parentheses, 2 equals to 3. So it'll be negative x minus 2 equals to 3 plus 2 plus 2, negative x equals to 5 divided by negative 1 divided by negative 1. It'll be negative 5. Oops. It'll be negative 5 and 2. There you go. Quick thing right here, guys. Right here, you see how it's like 2y plus 1 equals x. It's kind of formatted a little bit different, but it's the same thing. You can just subtract 1, and it'll be like the same thing. And pause right here if you're going to do them, because in about 5 seconds I'll reveal the answers. Alright. Here's the answers. Thank you for watching our video. I hope you learned something about solving two variable systems using substitution. Have a good day.